his house. And he just showed me another company, and I said, dude, I'm in. Okay, cool. And we go downstairs, and I'm looking in his room, and he's got all these personal development books, and I'm turning around, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, dude, wow, like, I've read all these same books. Like, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna rock this thing out. He's like, yeah. And he goes, Power Ranger Night. And I'm thinking to myself, really? You guys remember me at the last event when I was like looking at him like, really? I've been saying that for like 6 years. And then I look at that ring on his finger. It's a little more appealing now, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, dude, we got it. No, seriously, guys, this is an amazing experience. It's been such a roller coaster from start to finish, and I've been able to witness Dave go through this transformation, and be able to just watch from the inside, seeing how he struggled, and be able to see how things have just unleashed. Because when something happens where it's almost like divine guidance, it's like you get a blessing, and there's a purpose in life. There's a purpose for something to happen to expand the minds of everybody. And he got that blessing, and he knows it. And because of that, we're all here. So give Dave a room. And I've been up in this front row every chance I've been here, your #1 fan, cheering you on the whole time, brother. You know I love you. And so how many of you have been in Empower Network or since June of last year? Okay, cool. All right. So some of you may remember this. Okay, welcome to this exclusive Empower Network Inner Circle interview. I am Chris Rushlow, your host and your designated driver through the cyber waves. Welcome to this amazing call. If you're relaxing, you might want to, I don't even remember it anymore because I've done it so long. Turn off all distractions. See, Amy, she would listen to it every day. She has a Chris Rushlow channel in her car. That's awesome. For the Inner Circles. Yeah. That's right. That's exactly right. She listens to the Inner Circle. So that's why she makes 15 grand a month. Maybe just under 17 last month, wasn't it? She's badass. She's rocking that out. For a lot of you who don't know me, I actually did a lot of the Inner Circle interviews at first. Dave jumped in, was building the company as fast as he could, him and Dave, and he said, Chris, we need to have this product, and can you help out? I was like, yeah, let me jump in and I'll start picking the brains of, what an honor, right? I mean, I could go pick the brains of some of the best, most gifted marketers in the industry, and that's actually how me and Rashkin, we started from an interview, and from then on, we've become such good friends, and we hang out, and we've gone skiing and everything, man. And turned into one of my best friends. One of the most supportive friends, have helped me out a lot throughout my time, just growing and going through a process. Because my path has been a little unique, because I've had a chance to actually witness being so close to Dave, but at the same time, that can be difficult. Have all you had a close friend who was sponsored by a really close friend in this industry? Okay, quite a few of you. Your buddy calls you up and says, hey, you gotta get in the fucking deal. That's it, just get in, right? And you're just like, everyone's got their one lay down, that just says, whatever, yeah, we got it, they're with you. And so, and so to watch that happen, it was a difficult thing at times because, it's like we came up together, and then to see him just skyrocket, and the ego, the part of you that's human goes, whoa, I'm not at that level, and that can be difficult at times. And so what does that cause you to do? It causes you to really act in ways sometimes that you really don't understand why you're doing it, because you're trying to live up to certain expectations, and it comes from an insecurity, really. And I had to realize that, funny enough. And when I finally just realized that and realized, I'm where I'm at. And it's something Rob Thor said to me. We were sitting in San Diego last year. San Diego. Friday night, we're sitting around a table. Justin Varengia is there, and Troy was there, and a few people were there. And Rob says to me, dude, you're playing so small, it makes me sick. Now, I love Rob. He's my boy. He's my buddy. I just kind of went, whoa, okay, you know, and you know those moments when people just, you know, those one things where you could have a million things happen and it all leads up to someone saying one thing and it just unlocks just about everything. You ever had that happen? Yeah. So that was it. That there was just something that I said, wait a second, you know, what? What do you mean? You know, and he's sitting right next to me, he says, man, you just, you know, you've got so much talent, but you're not believing in yourself, and you're not cultivating it, and you're not using it. And that was kind of tough for me because I was playing small. I was comfortable. What Rashka was talking about, you know, I was in my comfort zone. I was playing what I knew how to do. And I realized that I was only dishonoring myself, and because I was dishonoring myself, I was dishonoring everyone else around me. Because I wasn't living up to who I was, being who I was for them, so that they could be inspired as well. And so when I did that, when I realized that, I just let it all go. And after that, things got really simple. You know, it wasn't all this crazy, you know, what's the right strategy? What is it that I can do to make things, you know, appear differently? And you just cut away all the bullshit, you know? And what it comes down to is, you know, a lot of people who are always, what's the secret? You know, I'm wondering what the secret is. The secret is you. That's all it is. It comes down to trusting yourself. And I finally went through a growth that caused my income to jump and everything in my life to change around. And a lot of my friends around me have been able to confirm this and say, you know, that's one of the most gratifying things is when your friends who are close to you, closest to you, come to you and say, you know what, you've changed. You've grown. You're different now. And it's a gratifying thing, you know, and so I just gotta hand it to you, man, because there were times when, yeah, he was a little bit of an ass. And you know, it's just like what he was talking about yesterday where, you know, you watch the butterfly before they emerge from the cocoon and they're hitting their wings against it. If you help them, they'll die. And it was a tough thing because we always didn't understand that. You know, I didn't get it all the time, you know, and so I was like, what's going on here? You know, help me out, you know. By the way, David Wood never gave me any tech support either, so. I never. I tried that a couple times, but he's like, dude, come on, really? He pulled a really on me. And so, you know, forces you to grow. So one of the things I would say to you is, for one, you have to honor yourself, and that's how you honor others. So if you're here wondering about how do I deal with the people that I've brought in, or how do I deal with the people that I know that are my friends that I might have brought in, you know, that's something I can tell you right there from what I've experienced, that if you love them enough, let them go through their process. Allow them their process. Because if you don't allow them their process, they will never get there, because if they do, they'll fall. They'll fail. They'll die. And that's what I had to go through too. So it took me a lot longer because I had to get out of my way. I had to get out of my ego and stop trying to be something I wasn't, because I thought that was the comfortable, safe place that I had. You know, I know how to do SEO for a long time, and I was good at it, and everyone knew me as that. But I actually had to fucking let it go. I totally stopped doing SEO. I shut down my company. I had to call Dave and say, hey man, I can't do your SEO anymore. Done. Sorry.